Hello. Hello. Hi there. So, today we've got quite a few things to talk about. Got a lot of things, got a lot of my notes, got a lot of stuff. Excited for the second official episode of Slightly Off Podcast, coming to you live from Richmond, Virginia. Coming at you on the night of recording a Wednesday, 5:30 post meridian, prime meridian, whatever it is. So, there's a lot of music websites out there. There's a lot of content creators. There's certainly more content creators than music websites, and there's certainly more songs than content creators. Now, folks, this is a mathematical equation that leads us to the solution of infinite entertainment. Now, this guy, a few weeks ago, I guess it was, because I've been slacking and procrastinating, and it's the time of whatever the hell that was, the time of finals and such. So this gentleman and scholar we stumbled upon on a website called Splice. Now, Splice will not let me press the back arrow. Splice is like SoundCloud in that it's all free to make stuff, and that just opens the floodgates. I'm trying to pull up this thing. Where's the search box? Come on now. Don't do this to me. So, come on. I was just there. Love it when it doesn't work. Love it when I just click a thing and it doesn't work. Here we go. We got to go through some roundabout bullshit. Okay. Splice.com. Fix that. Took me too long to get back to where I already was. So we stumbled across, that's a call forward. We stumbled across this guy. And, well, it seems to me that he, and I say this very carefully, wants to be a country artist, one of the older ones, you know, with a guitar that's acoustic and always in a minor key. You'll be playing. So we made the thing in GarageBand, it looks like, because it's tagged GarageBand underneath. Oh! Falling asleep at the wheel. Tagged GarageBand underneath. And so this guy, well, I'll just let the song play for itself. This is Devil's Water. And that's the name that he gave it. And this is what it sounds like.
Well, I stumbled into an old bar room, trying to escape the rain. Found myself with some outlaws, trying to drown their pain.
Okay.
Way back in the corner alone was a man dressed in black. He called me over, raising his empty glass.
Okay, so I don't know if you've been keeping count, but I don't think there have been many rhymes. Lots of cliches, not a lot of rhyming going on. A man dressed in black. I'm pretty sure. I mean, let's skip ahead here. We're at the 49-second mark. This is a 5.5 minute song, by the way. We're gonna
turn water into whiskey, and with it he bought my soul.
The devil turned water to whiskey, and with it he bought my soul. Now, I want you to take a guess how many times he says devil, references alcohol, and describes something as fiery. Like the passion he has for his woman, who had eyes of fire and a soul of whiskey, and she was coming to escape the rain. Now, this guy, the reason I say the rain, he said that in the beginning, but I've listened to some of his other songs, if you can call them that, and the worst thing in the world to this guy is not the devil. But the worst thing in the world to this guy is the rain, because everybody's trying to escape it. Feeling like a Hank, let's go to a happier song. This is called A Happier Song. Wonder if it'll start out with acoustic guitar. Yep. And it's in a minor key.
When we first met, you were so beautiful.
And now, grammar's important, and word choice is important. He said, when we first met, you were so beautiful. And what that leads me to believe is now she's not. So, backhanded compliment, and not sure what to do from there. So, this, I mean, hey, props to this dude for pushing out feature-length songs. 5.5 minutes. Regardless of what you do, filling up 5.5 minutes of time with original content that's impressive, man. Now, this guy hasn't made anything in a while, which bums me out. Everything was posted 2 months ago. I sent him a message a while ago, and he didn't respond to it, and I'm bummed. Because this guy... Now, I think he's serious. I don't think he's doing it as a joke. And so, I'm ripping on him, yeah. But also, you put your stuff out there to be seen, and you put it out on the internet, and people who like it are going to find it, and people who don't like it are going to find it. Now, I love it. Not for the reasons he intended, but I'm sure that I've given more plays to his songs than anybody else, certainly in the last couple of weeks, because I've been looking at the listen counter, and it hasn't moved. But this guy, he was doing what he wanted to do. Now, and I wish there was more out there. I sent him a message. I was like, I will commission an album from you if you, 6 songs. Give me 6 songs, and I will freaking, first song on the list, The Devil's Fiery Wrath, right? Second song on the track list, Her Hair. Third song, His Hair. The Devil's Fiery Hair. Fourth song, Whiskey Hair. Fifth song, The Fire of a Whiskey Whim. And the sixth, did I say 6 or 7? And the final track on the list is... Well, it's a secret track, Probably something about love, to be completely honest. Loving one another. This guy, Montana Dream. Starting out in major, same guitar. Oh, and there we are. We're back. Fools rushing, but I can't help falling in love with you in a fiery, fiery wind. And the devil. Oh, shit. Okay, so said the name of the song too early. Should wait for the chorus. In my opinion. Shouldn't give it away. Name it something else. Like that. But I don't know. This guy inspires me. How can I isolate? I want this instrumental, and I want to... Is that what the splice button does? Wait a minute. It's a splice... Wait a minute, what is this website? I click Splice. Does that mean I open it in GarageBand? I think I can just take his song and then I can record over it? I just downloaded their app, the Splice app. Okay, this is kind of cool. This is happening in real time. And double click to install Splice. Okay, I trust it. I saw ads for it, so I know it's not gonna ruin my computer. Okay, well, this could be exciting. We could be collaborating. Maybe it'll give him a bigger notification and he'll actually see it. Okay, log in. I used Facebook, I think. Well, okay. Well, this could be a giant waste of time, but it could also be something awesome. Okay. Get play, sync, play, boop, boop, boop. Montana Dream. Opening project. It's opening it in GarageBand. Oh, wow. Oh, no way? Oh, it's just got all the same... Oh, it's all one track, dude. Only fools rush in Montana sky, Montana dream, Montana guy, Montana guy, Montana dream, fiery devil. Reading my Bible. Oh my god. Oh, this is too much fun, dude. I just found my favorite pastime in the world. I can sing along and I can record it in the... Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot of fun. Okay, that's great. Well, so splice.com. Check that out. It's a fun time. You can collaborate with somebody who is not even around. Wow, that's something else, man. That's something else. That's cool. Okay, moving on. Getting a notification in the middle of a show. Silent. Airplane mode. Okay. So, wow, that's great. Let's go. Let's move on to, I want to talk about that. Alabaster Bible. Oh, I saw an advertisement on a YouTube. And I don't know why this was advertised to me. Okay. Alabaster Bible. Now, this thing, it was like, it says Alabaster Bible. The Bible made beautiful. And the website is, we got Psalms, Proverbs, Psalms, Romans, Genesis. The book of Genesis, a book on beginning, a story on living in the light of a covenant-making God. That is what happens. Abraham does his thing. $38 for the book of Genesis. And so, I mean, it does look nice, and it's got really nice pictures in there. Wow. Hey, man, you know what? Do what you wanna, man. You could get the complete collection for $190. Okay, actually, this is very well put together. I want to put some pictures up of this. Let me take some screenshots. This is really nice. Like, I want to buy it. Now, I'm not a devout Christian by any means, but this, I like the design. The books that are after, like, Luke, John, Mark, and Matthew, those are all like, I guess this is a rock or a crumpled piece of paper or something. I don't know what it is. Or is it alabaster? Wow. I mean, could have figured that one out a little faster. But it's cool. It's just like shapes made out of alabaster put on the cover, and then the other ones are like scenic, naturey stuff. I'll just put pictures out there. But yeah, those look cool. You know what? I changed my mind. I was gonna make fun of it, but I was like, you know, it's actually nice. Good for them for taking thousands of years of scripture and making it accessible to the public. Now, when I see the gospel Bibles left and right of one another, it makes me want to go to church. There's balloons. There's a picture of balloons in one of these. Buy them all. Find out which one's got balloons. Win a golden ticket ride straight to Nazareth and get yourself a meet and greet with Jesus Christ. And what that means is you got to take a leap of faith and you'll meet your maker. your makerspace. So yeah, get yourself an alabaster Bible. Makes a great gift for this Christmas. Rush shipping. Yeah, that's cool. Wow, I thought there was gonna be more to do there. It turns out I just liked it. That's pretty. Okay, belts. We all know what they are, and we all know what they do. They keep your pants on, but it's so archaic. Think about this. Think about what a belt is. Like, okay, my pants don't fit. They'll fall off if I don't wear them. Or I'm purposely getting a size of pants that's too large so that I can wear it for longer, and I'd rather have mobility than for it to be tight. But at what cost, right? The cost is the pants slip off. So what do? I take a strip of leather, punch holes in it, strangle my waist with it, and seal it up. Like, you just take a strip of leather and you pull it tightly around yourself. Think about how outdated that technology is. Like, people have been wearing belts for... Let's find out. When was the belt invented? When was the belt invented? I mean, this has got to be old as hell. Belt clothing. A belt is a flexible band or strap typically made of leather or heavy cloth and worn around the waist that is usually of less circumference than the hips underneath. Belts are used to secure or hold up clothing like trousers or other articles of clothing. In a manner similar to suspenders and garters, some trousers come with belt loops around the waist, which the belt goes through. Okay, obviously. I want to know when it was made. History. Belts have been documented as male clothing since... Guess. Wow. Guess how long belts have been around. I'll give you 12 seconds to form an answer. Time's up. The Bronze Age. Since the Bronze Age is how long belts have been around, and they're still being used. I mean, is there anything like that besides the wheel? Or water? Like, what the that's so old. 3300 to 1200 BC. In Egypt, Mesopotamia, Canaan. That was a late Bronze Age collapse. Dude, that's wild. And I'm wearing a belt right now today. 5,000 years later. What the shit? That's insane. And it's still, like, the design has not changed. It's got holes, it's got a buckle, and you put it on. That's wild. What else has lasted that long changing so little? The wheel, I guess. Right? It's pretty much gotta be round. Otherwise it doesn't work. But yeah, that's crazy, dude. You just pull it, you just put it through and you pull it tight. And, I mean, if it ain't broke. Oh yeah, we're going to cut up an animal, and then we're going to take its skin, and we're going to make a strip of that, and then you tie it, you pull it tight around yourself, and then your pants don't fall down. And then you don't get bullied at the talent show when your pants fall down in front of your crush. And then you pee yourself. And then you peed in yourself, and then your belt smells like pee. And now your parents don't want you home. Because everybody from their work, everybody knows each other. A belt. Every culture has them too. I guess, unless you're just a robe people. Robes and such. Speaking of the other agely things, segue. So belts have been around for a long time. So has Christmas. Belts have been around longer than Christmas. Hey, dude, belts have been around longer than Christmas. When was Christmas first celebrated? And you know Christmas is an amalgamation of like 12 different holidays. All of them stemming from the winter solstice. More like the winter soul sice. Sice your soul with some spiritual winter. When was Christmas invented? When was Christmas invented? Who patented Christmas? When was the first time it was celebrated as Christmas? I mean, Jesus died in the year 30-ish, right? So Christmas, in reference to Jesus, could have only started around 0. And it definitely didn't start. They didn't celebrate it like the first, unless they did. And it wasn't for his birthday, because he was probably born in May, right? Didn't they say that when they researched? They went through the Bible and were like, this is what makes unexpectedly biblical episode. But yeah, so belts are older than Christmas. Remember that. It'll come up on Jeopardy. Belts are older than Christmas. And I brought up Christmas because when I say Netflix Christmas movie, who comes to mind? Let's see who comes to mind for Google. Because I know who comes to mind for me, and her name is Vanessa Hudgens. Vanessa Hudgens Christmas movie. Dude, there's a movie called The Night Before Christmas, spelled Knight. And the premise, a medieval English knight is magically transported to the present day, where he falls for a high school science teacher who is disillusioned by love. I mean, who the shit are they marketing to? This is... the popularity is... It's the arrow that shows up when they say, we've got the numbers in, and it turns out when you started... Hey, it looks like Nixon's popularity around Watergate. It was, okay, he's all right. Oh, crime. Through the floor. It's just a red, jagged arrow going down. There's videos. Oh, my God. A trailer. 2 minutes and 21 seconds. Of course.
We all grow up fantasizing.
Oh, are you kidding me? So the opening shot is across a little town. I don't want to say city because it looks cozy. And it's her walking in an airport.
With a knight in shining armor and living happy.
Oh my God, the way she's saying it. You know, we all grow up our lives just fantasizing about getting happiness and just knowing exactly where to find a good lay. And honestly, Terrence from work has been slacking on his job. So I've been fantasizing about a chainmail. I don't think that's the proper way to wear chainmail either. He's wearing... Dude, the chainmail goes under the plate armor, right? His chainmail hood is... No, am I talking out of my rear... Am I talking out of my ass right now?
Happily ever after. But that's all it is. Fantasy.
Oh, cue it not only being fantasy. Dude, oh my God.
Are you okay?
Fear not. I've been thrown much further by much faster horses than your steel steed.
Steel steed. He recognizes it as a steed. Why? Too smart.
Not a scratch on him, but apparently he believes that he's a 14th century knight.
Dude, so cliche. For a movie, apparently he believes he's a... This is how we give exposition. Well, I've actually not got a scratch. Therefore, I'd like to take your hand in marriage. She goes, oh, well, that's actually really sweet, but I just met you and I have a whole life outside of you, so just because you came into it now doesn't really mean you have a chance. Shut up, wench! Ha! And then he smacks her in the face because he's a 14th century knight. Oh my God.
So-called Christopher Frederick Lyons of Norwich, at your service.
Oh boy.
This is all my fault.
father playing that lyrical medley.
On the radio.
Lyrical? Wait.
I'm going to help until his memory comes back. What if he's dangerous? Trust me, he's harmless. First thing I think we should do is update your wardrobe by at least a few centuries.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hey, guess if he's wearing clothes when she hesitated to respond. Guess how he entered the room? Without a shirt and oiled up with he's oily.
Adjust.
And here's the part.
Time travel isn't a real thing, right?
I have traveled here, and it matters not if I understand how.
I mean, commit to the voice. I've traveled here, and it matters not. Dude, be more British. There's no character. You have no character. He's not. He's just acting like a guy that.
Sworn to valor and virtue, will give aid to those who seek it.
Stay where you are!
But I fear I must return home.
Oh my god.
Going along with this little delusion is helping the situation.
Who are we to tell him he's not who he says he is?
Wow.
Are you sure you're not a witch?
What if
Two
Cole
worlds.
really is who he says he is? What if there are things beyond our comprehension? Then I would say you go in to get your heads examined.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, I'm bored already. Nothing's gonna happen. The only thing that would make it interesting is if he killed someone. Cause he's a knight. Oh my god, dude, he's gotta go. Hey man, maybe that happens in it. I don't think there's a good chance. He's gotta go back. He's got this medallion. Vanessa Hudgens, of course. Total goobis. The night before Christmas. Somebody came up with that. They have a whole room full of people. Somebody came up with that. Somebody said, okay, so what are we gonna... Okay, so I've got an idea. And here's what it's gonna be. So it's Christmas. Love it. Christmas sells. Love it. Go on. And it's Vanessa Hudgens, of course. She won't say no to a Christmas movie with a love interest. Go on. And we have a medieval knight. Okay, now we're marketing to the boys. Incredible. Go on. And this knight gets transported forward in time to meet Vanessa Hudgens. And we're going to call it... Wait. Don't tell me. Okay, go on. The night before Christmas. I love it. I love what you just said, and I don't reject it at all. This is a good idea. Let's put money into this, and let's make it happen. And we're going to release it on Netflix. Incredible. Phenomenal. Way to go, guys. That's awesome. And there it is. November 21st. So let's see how much money they spent on it. I say they lost. I say they spent $25 million. I say they spent $25 million on this, and I say they spent $25 million on it. And I think that collectively obviously you have to take into account merchandising. I bought 3 shirts. I think they made, including the shirts, I think they made about $112.97. So that's, okay, now the night before Christmas budget. Oh, please. Oh, no. It just took me to Netflix. I don't want to watch it right now. The night before Christmas budget. Release the information. Okay, so is a perfectly charming holiday rom-com with plenty of time travel hijinks and a valiant effort from its stars. Oh, a valiant effort from its stars. They didn't say a phenomenal performance. They said a valiant effort. They tried. Oh my god. And that's by Molly Freeman. Between its message and the message. Don't tell me there are people taking this like it's a freaking fable, dude. The fable of the girl and the knight. Oh my god. There's supposed to be animals in fables. Dude, if that knight freaking sliced somebody open, it would be my favorite movie. You understand? Because that's the unexpected. Because there's so many of these movies that come out where it's like low budget and boring, and it's like, okay, it's all right, or it's been made before and it's like nothing really surprising, or there'll be some moments where you're like, oh, that was kind of cool. And I just wish for one time they would get like $25 million in the budget, and then they would spend like just 20 million of their $25 million on CGI in one scene. Like there was this one movie that was like Truth or Dare, or Would You Rather or something, with the face where it makes in the smile face. And I was like, towards the end of the movie, I was like, oh man, nothing really happened. It wasn't really that exciting or anything. But then there was a part where like the demon that's possessing it, also like, why would a demon play whatever? But so many questions about the plot. But it was like entertaining, sort of. Maybe I don't know. But if like at the end the demon came out and they had like an epic like Marvel level CGI looking funky villain dude, that would have been my favorite movie, because it's like this whole slow burn and fizzle out until it's like boom, look at this shit. That would have been badass. Okay. Anyway, between its message, and the adorable performances from Vanessa Hudgens and Josh Whitehouse, trying to assimilate into American culture to obviously such a British person, way to change your name to Whitehouse, moving on. The Night Before Christmas proves to be the perfect kind of cinematic comfort food for the upcoming holiday season. Guess if that was written by a white woman. Moving on. A certain amount of ridiculousness is acceptable when it comes to Christmas movies, but this one is so absurd and so unrealistic. This is coming from... Okay, so we need to establish what realistic means right now. Because... Wait, okay, so all the other Christmas movies that involve Santa Claus are not unrealistic. They're all the same amount of realistic because it can never happen. What's so absurd is that they spent $25 million on it. This one is so absurd and so unrealistic. No period at the end. Is it... Wow. That's funny. This is coming from an expert on Christmas. A certain amount of ridiculousness is acceptable when it comes to Christmas movies, but this one is so absurd and so unrealistic. Dude, your review has 0 ratings. Oh my god. So, here's the thing. Christmas movies can be realistic and they can be non-absurd. Example 1. The Nightmare Before Christmas. They were all monsters and they kidnapped Santa Claus. That's realistic and not absurd. Any movie with Santa Claus in it is realistic because Santa's... What's the argument? What? Because it's such a contradiction. A certain amount of ridiculousness is acceptable when it comes to Christmas movies. Unspecific, by the way. Tell us how much. Tell us how much. If you're going to say a certain amount, tell us the certain amount. Be specific. Own it. Have a real opinion. Sharpen your opinion. Come back later. See ya. Okay. Movie info. Is that what's going to tell me how much it cost? Information. There is no information on this movie. They don't have... Written by Kara Russell. Let's see what her other things are. Kara, C-A-R-A, Russell. Hallmark actor is what it says. Obituary and shooting? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. What the... What happened? Oh no. Oh, no. Kara Russell. Oh, my God. Movies. Kara Russell movies. I mean, she looks exactly you'd expect her to look like. Secret Summer. Wait, is that Mose from Ned's Declassified? That looks like her. Oh my god. Director Rick Boda. Wait. So where's... What the... Is she in it? Kara Russell? What the hell's going on here? Why did this just come up? Okay, well... Anyway... Can't Buy Me Love, The Night Before Christmas, My Christmas Grandpa, and Secret Summer. So... They're all obviously similar in certain ways. Okay, but Jesus Christ, I hope she didn't get shot over a Christmas movie. Little bit ironic. Not very cheery. Okay, I want to find out how much it cost to make the damn movie. How much did Night Before Christmas make? Excuse me. How much did Night Before Christmas cost? Oh my god. What was the gosh damn budget? Why is it so hard to find this out? It's on Wikipedia? Maybe I should search that. God, should started there. Should have started there. Night Before Christmas. Night Before Christmas. Wikipedia. Okay, bet. Okay, written by Kara Russell. Released on November. They don't tell us the budget. What the It's just Back to the Future, man. Shoot him with his car. Send him back in time. Forward in time. Send him away. I wonder if he stays. I wonder if he stays at the end and that's like, oh my god, like we didn't think he was gonna... Wow. Won't tell us how much it cost. That's a bummer. How come Netflix will like... They'll support this, but then they won't... I mean, come on. Wow. Okay, well, The Night Before Christmas. Check it out. Watch it. Let me know how it is. Oh, Nature. Okay, so there's this page on Jesus Christ on Instagram that I follow called Nature is Metal. Now, if you haven't heard of this, buckle up. It's hardcore, dude. It's got the most. Okay, Nature is Metal. There they are. So they post stuff like animals and stuff, and plants, nature, if you will. And some of it's just like badass. Like there's a lot of sensitive, the eye logo with the slash through it. A lot of like tap to be sure, because there's a lot of like dying. Ugh, there's a lot of dying on this page, but like there's so much blood. Like you forget the thing about animals is that they don't show emotion, right? Like in their face. Like if a person's in pain, you can see it on their face. Or if they're afraid, you can see it on their face because we have so many facial expressions, right? But then the thing about like most animals is that they don't. So like it's a weird juxtaposition to see like a cougar or a lion with a zebra in its mouth, and the zebra's just like not making a face, and it's just like screaming or whatever. Oh god, that antelope is done for. Oh man, like it's one thing when you see this stuff on TV, but then when you see when it's like real, it's like it's too like it's not perfect like it is on TV or movies, because it's nature. Like, oh man, yeah, this stuff's intense, bro. Like there's one where the deer's head is like open and you can see like the brain coming out. Ugh. But then their captions are always like funny or cool, and they're just dope. It's a dope page. Check out Nature is Metal, man. And they got dope shirts too and everything. They got cute little things, but they're all bloody. But yeah, like the one they posted today, an octopus was eating an eagle. Like the eagle's alive, but it's in the water, and the octopus is trying to like eat it.
I don't know. Wow.
They saved it.
Yeah.
They saved the eagle from the octopus. I mean, damn. And the caption, worlds collide. Like, just to see an eagle in the water with its wings open is so weird. And then there's also an octopus on it. Like, what the That's crazy. That's crazy. You never know, man. Oh, there's two buffalo just ramming each other in the face. Damn. Check this out. It says Need for Speed, and it's a picture of a sea turtle skewered on a marlin. Like a swordfish? And it says, this swordfish must have been hauling ass to pierce the turtle's shell like that. I mean, it went straight through. No. And the reward for going too fast to change direction? A slow, painful death by starvation. Not sure how often this happens, but there are a lot of these swimming javelins tearing it up out there every day. So, dude, the marlin can't eat because there's a turtle blocking its mouth. And it can't get the turtle off because it's a fish and doesn't know how to think like that. Maybe he tried, but he just skewered it too hard. That's crazy. I'm going to try to put pictures of all this stuff up. Let me see. So let me make a note of that. Freaking around 43 minutes. I need a picture of the marlin. These are the things I do. These are the things I do to enhance the podcast experience. Wow, we're already at 45 minutes. Let's go longer. Still waiting for some inspiration. There's a giraffe eating a skull. What the Oh yeah, there's a video of a raccoon freaking running out the forest and catching a crow and eating it because it's nursing or something. And so they were saying, Yeah, raccoons have been known to hunt. Let me see if I can try to pull that up so I can get the exact caption right. There it is. Daywalker is the caption. And then it says, a common misconception about nocturnal animals is that if you see one during the day, there's something wrong with it. That is false. Nursing raccoons have additional nutritional requirements for obvious reasons, and will have to gather more resources to produce more milk. Sometimes that means going out during the day to look for food, and while it is much easier to scavenge for food, they have been known to actively hunt. I mean, this raccoon just pops up like a cartoon by the pond side, sneaks up behind this crow. The crow starts to fly away. The raccoon freaking runs up and catches the crow before it can take off. Grabs it in its mouth and then runs away. Dude, what the... That's so wild. I've never seen a raccoon put that much effort into anything. Damn, bro. Hardcore. That's awesome. Yeah, so nature is metal. Follow them. Oh, yeah. Speaking about nature, I was thinking about how every time the lights come on, like in a classroom when you've had your eyes closed, how it hurts, right? And I was like, why does it do that? It's like, well, the light is bright, yeah. And then I just started thinking about like a little thought experiment. I was like, well, why have we not gotten away from that? Like, seems like such an easy thing. It's because in nature, like when we evolved, when our eyes and we evolved, eyes were never meant to have bright light instantaneously. Because in nature, that never happens. It's always a gradient. Like if you're outside, the sun will rise and set, and that's very gradual, right? And then I thought of, wait a minute, lightning strikes. But that's only for like a split second. You know, your eyes don't need to adjust because it's just like for a second and then it's dark again. So it's like the whole world has got a flash bulb. But, well, not the whole world, but you know, it's got a flash bulb and then it's dark again. So your eyes are fine. But it's like when your eyes are adjusted for the dark. So your pupils are dilated and are wide open. And then the freaking fluorescent lights get flipped on in the classroom. It's freaking so much light blinding your eyes. And that's got to be like over time. Do you think that can actually do damage? That's why I always like cover my eyes when I see somebody going up to the light switch and then I squint and then I slowly open them to let my eyes adjust better. Probably look insane, but at least I'll be able to see. Hey man, at least I'll be able to see. You ever wanted to see? I used to be able to, but then people kept flipping switches. So there you go. And that's what we talk about here, man. Belts have been around longer than Christmas, and Christmas is led by Vanessa Hudgens. And that's how it is, man. So, yeah. I feel like I have another food service story it's much shorter, and it's a nice version. It was like the opposite. So I was working at my place where I work, making money by doing a job. And a family came in, and there was a girl who was like maybe a year younger than me, and there was her dad, I assumed, and then there was who I assumed to be his father. So we had 3 generations. We had a young girl, a middle-aged man, and then a clearly older man, because, you know, silver hair. And they came in, and they were speaking German. And I speak German. So when I heard that, I was like, oh. When they came up to the register, because they were thinking about what to order, and I could see the girl reading everything and then translating it for her grandfather. When I heard them speaking the German, I was like, oh, bet, I'm going to take an opportunity. So they came up to the register, and I said, sprechen Sie Deutsch? And then they're like, jawohl, wir sprechen Deutsch. Ach so. And so I was like, oh, snap. Time to have a conversation. This is dope. And so that was cool already, that I was able to make a connection with the customer, because like we're just coming in and get freaking food, but now we've got an experience, right? And so they come in, and he was asking me some questions, and he was like, he said some stuff that was kind of fast. This is the grandfather, who was probably planning on not talking to anybody, and so he said some stuff, and I was like, Entschuldigung, meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Ich habe Vokabel, which is like basically I was saying, hey, I'm sorry, it's my German is pretty good, but my vocabulary is not perfect, so there are some words that I don't understand. And then he said something again slower, and I appreciated that because he was able to break it down for me. And then so I took care of everything at the register, and then he paid, and I said, oh, let me get your change. And then basically what he said was something along the lines of dieses wird genug, which means this will do enough, right? And when he said that, he like grabbed the the tip jar. He grabbed the tip jar. So that's what I love, is that this was a guy who's probably from Germany, this is an older guy who's like German, spoke German forever, came over to America to maybe he was visiting, or maybe he's moved there to be with the family or whatever. But here he is, and he comes into the store, and we're talking, and then he makes a joke. And now I love that, because it's like a language barrier doesn't kill a joke. You know, like what's funny is funny, and that's universal in some cases. Now, there's obviously some cultural stuff where it's like, we don't joke about this, we don't joke about that. But recognizing an attempted humor is universal, and I think that's dope. Because he said, I was like, oh, let me get your change. And then he went, oh, this will be enough, and took the tip jar. That's like, and it was casual, like making a joke with a food service person when you were coming in expecting not to talk at all. I just thought that was cool. And I laughed when I got what he was saying. I was like, oh, wow, wait, that was funny, So, like, be that guy when you go to a place. Like, he could have just been like, oh, wow, you speak German, that's awesome. And that would have made me feel good right there. But then to go further and make a joke is like, because I spoke this guy's language, he felt comfortable enough to make a joke. Like, he probably wouldn't have even gone up to the register at all had it only been English-speaking folks up there. And so I just thought that was awesome, man. Because it's like, probably never going to see him again, but the one interaction I have with that person is 100% positive. And if more things were like that, then life would slap all the time. But unfortunately, you get some people coming in. Now, should I cancel out what I just said with a story of another person that sucked eggs? No, we'll handle that another time. Wow. But yeah, so. Oh. Yeah, no. Alright, I'm going to think that'll do it. So go watch a Vanessa Hudgens Christmas movie. If you find out how much The Night Before Christmas cost to make, tell me. I'm curious. Was it 25 million? Was it? I mean, that seems kind of low. But at the same time, nothing happens in the movie. So, yeah, I guess, thanks for listening. Tell somebody about it. Listen to the other episodes. Let me know what you think about Christmas. What's your favorite article of clothing that's been around before Christmas? Mine's the belt. Maybe the tunic. I gotta get a tunic. Alright, well, thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one.